Our God has suffered injustice. God became a man, and the man's name was Jesus. He lived a holy life. And at the end of his life, so many people were ticked off at him. They took him to court. There was a kangaroo court process that eventually made him guilty. So they flogged him. They beat him beyond recognition. And then they nail him in humility to the cross. Listen to the prophet Isaiah, some of the highlights of what he prophesied 700 years about the death of Jesus and the injustice that would have been part of it. His appearance was so disfigured beyond that of any human being, his form marred beyond human likeness. That was Isaiah 52. From Isaiah 53, he had no beauty or majesty to attract us, nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by mankind, a man of suffering and familiar with pain. Like one from whom people hide their faces, he was despised and we held him in low esteem. Surely he took our pain and bore our suffering, yet we considered him punished by God, stricken and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquity. And in the midst of all of this, he was like a lamb who was silent before his accusers here. Jesus suffers the injustice. Verse 8, by oppression and judgment, he was taken away. Yet, who of his generation protested? It sounds like nobody was there to protest. All those on his side stayed silent. For he was cut off from the land of the living. For the transgression of my people, he was punished. Yet, in spite of all of this injustice done to him, while he is hanging on the cross, in pain, beyond human recognition, he cries out, Father, forgive them, because they don't know what they do. We have an amazing God who has understood from experience injustice. The story doesn't end on the cross. There was a resurrection. The innocent son was declared innocent by the Father and brought back to life. And the world has never been the same again. Jesus, his death, his resurrection brings us life. May you believe in him and become like him in all ways. May God bless you richly in the name of Jesus.